conclusion of your paper should remind the reader what the original problem was, what your solution to the problem was, and why your solution is a good one. Ideally, when writing your conclusion, you will recast your solution in a way that the reader is only now, having read the entire paper, in a position to appreciate. So the repetition of the problem and the solution in the conclusion is different than what you said in the introduction, because now the reader has the benefit of having seen your full argument for your thesis. So this is where you should also communicate to the reader how the issue that you've discussed relates to the bigger picture. So often you make an argument and you find that questions arise from the fact that you've made that argument. And the conclusion is an opportunity for you to explore some of these things. So for example, you can identify other consequences of the conclusion that you've drawn that should be considered in future research or something like that. Like the introduction, the conclusion should be brief, clear, and focused. And you should also avoid making any sweeping claims or using any grandiose language to characterize what you've done. Always, when writing these papers, try to remember the importance of intellectual humility. In your conclusion, you shouldn't say that you've destroyed anyone or that you've demonstrated, for example, that all theists are irrational in a 5-page essay. So if you think that you've accomplished something of world historical significance in 2,000 words, then you are maybe the second coming of some philosophical legend, or you're suffering from delusions or the Dunning-Kruger effect. So a conclusion shouldn't have any sort of grandiose claims at the end of it. Appropriate aims for undergraduate papers are more like the following. I have shown that, on balance, view X is superior to view Y with respect to A, B, and C. Or author A needs to revise premise P in light of a particular set of objections. Appropriately calibrating your ambitions in this way is just another way of demonstrating your understanding of the issues under discussion.